gentlemen, for questions, please proceed to the microphone closest to you. Also, state your name first and the publication you represent. Thank you.
Mike, ayun. So, good morning. Oh, sorry. Good afternoon, everyone. We're now going to go to the question and answer portion, and I'm sure you guys know the usual routine, so please, I think as the VO just mentioned, if you want to ask a question, identify yourself, your organization, and the person whom you want to direct the question to, may comment lang ko, no? Anthony, ang ganda na talaga yung title mo. Nakita mo ba yung title ni Anthony kanina? Head of Games. And Head Public Affairs. Doesn't do it. Anyway, sige. Any questions that you'd... I think there are mics distributed on the floor. Yes, sir.
Hi, Ian from PWWD.
Yes.
One question for the card. Since it will be given a card number and that is on a MasterCard, is it possible for it to be used in other payment methods, like if you're renewing your domain, or because it is a virtual card, right?
Yeah, the card number is only limited to the App Store. So only the Philippine App Store. You can use it for other online or even offline purchases.
Okay.
For digital goods, and therefore it's a closed system. So that's why it's load. It's a load service.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Hi, I'm Reggie of YourOnTheGo.net. So, say for example, I've registered for 949, right?
Yes.
If say I'm going to change back to using a debit card or a credit card, do I have to unregister or not anymore? Do I just leave it at that?
You can actually just go to your iTunes settings and replace the card number. But if you want to go back, the card number that you receive via 4949 is still in effect until it expires. So just keep it for safety.
The expiration would take how long?
It would be texted together with the card number and the security code.
Would that be usually within 1 day or within 30 days?
No, the expiration for the card, that takes years yun.
Ah, it's also years.
Yeah.
Okay. So so it should be easy. Say for example, I'm using two devices, right? I have a postpaid line on my smart iPhone 6, and say I have a prepaid line on my smart iPad. So if I'm going to change for my next purchase, I would like to use my prepaid. Would it be easy for me to switch to my postpaid for my succeeding purchase?
Yeah, since your question, you have two numbers,
right.
So you'll be given two virtual numbers or MasterCard numbers. So it will be, you can change it, toggle it from the iTunes settings, but it would be quite tedious because Apple would, if you want to change your payment settings, you have to enter again your Apple ID password. So it's not that easy, no? It takes several steps. So that's possible, but you just have to, you have to again enter your password and go through the same process.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi, my name is John from Unbox PH. Sir, just going back to the question kanina. So basically, it's a closed loop, right? You can't use it anywhere else. Why don't you open it up to basically everywhere? Because, like you said, there's a lot of uncarded and basically people who don't have credit cards and whatever. And the most convenient is basically using your phone, postpaid or prepaid. Because you use that every day. Mamaya just babayaran mo yan over the credit card kasi ginagamit mo yan araw-araw. Hassle mo pa ng number. So why don't you just open it up for payments like online? Sa lahat, not just for iTunes and whatever.
There are regulatory issues that we will have to follow. For example, as a digital payment VAS solution, it's essentially a telco service. If it were opened up to everything, that becomes a different form of currency already. So that's no longer within our regulations already.
Don, in short, it's not a technical issue, it's a regulatory one. So that's the state of the art as of the moment. But maybe we'll see down the road.
Do you think that it's viable for you to actually do that for your phone number, something that you want to do later on?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear it.
Do you think it's a viable thing moving forward? Kasi parang it's parang lahat na lang daan nyo na sa since magiging naman payment gateway here, you get your 15% cut.
Let me put it this way. The banking authority, I mean, the Banco Central of Pilipinas, among monetary authorities all over the world, is one of the most progressive. They have been gradually expanding the space for these kinds of electronic payment systems. So this is the state of the art right now. So let's see, give us some more time, and let's see how it goes. Okay? Thanks.
Hi.
More questions, please? Yes.
I'm Irene Perez from Inquirer, and this question is for Lloyd. You mentioned earlier that there are still a lot of people who are uncarded. I think maybe it's the Filipinos' way of still not being confident in using their credit cards for payment online, and now they have to use their phone. So I'm asking, how secure is this method for Filipinos, especially those who are not used to using a payment option, especially this one that's not even an app?
Essentially, you're passing through the iTunes payment solution. So all the security of paying through iTunes is in place. The second is our partner Mastercard also has our providers and then their solutions in the backend are also in place. So all of these are in effect to protect subscribers for security. Moreover, we also have refund capabilities, refund and a host of other security solutions associated with the service to protect the subscribers. Also, we have already some prior experience already through Load and also through Google Play. So we've seen the things that we can apply to the service.
Okay. Follow-up question: is this a one-time registration?
Yeah, one time.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi,
Sorry. Go ahead, please.
I'm Janine from Inquirer.net. My question is, will there be sales support for failed or erroneous transactions?
Yeah, that will be care of iTunes. So Apple will be providing after-sales support, also a refund in case you want to refund your purchases in the App Store or iTunes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, please.
Good morning, Sir Juan and guys. Para ito dun sa mga parents na pinapahiram yung mga iPad mini saka yung mga iPhone sa mga anak nila. Meron hindi po pa. Paano niyo si-secure na baka kasi bilhin ng mga anak nila yung mga apps na available?
Yeah.
Do you have a security measure for that?
Yeah. Apple currently implements a password every time you want to buy an app. You have to enter your password, either password or your Touch ID for the newer iOS devices. So I think also the newest iOS version, meron na silang parental controls. So the parents can also set some parameters whether the kids can purchase or not.
So it's courtesy of iTunes. Yes. One last, in your press release it says the rollout will start on February 16 and full availability on February 18. What's with the full availability and the initial rollout? The difference of 2 days.
Yeah, because we are talking about millions of smart mobile numbers. So it takes a while for the system to activate all. Right now we have, I don't know the exact numbers, but millions of mobile numbers now. It takes a while for the system to have it activated.
I think the subscribers will be notified by SMS. Is there a notification feature for it? Yeah. There will be a notification feature that will alert the user that this service is available to them. Questions first? Yes, ma'am.
I have another question about security.
So, in the event that you think your card is compromised, can you report it as well as stolen, like a regular credit card?
Yes.
And another question.
And also, just to add, there's a feature wherein you can text stop to 4949 so that deactivates your Pay with Mobile service for the meantime. So until you reactivate that again, nobody can purchase and charge it to your phone number.
And you get a notification every time you use it?
Yes, every time you buy.
So if somebody, for example, you get a notification that, oops, and you haven't been using it, then that alerts you.
And another question. So in the event that there's a fraudulent transaction, you can also report it as a fraud and you will get a refund.
Yes, Apple currently implements that policy, refunds.
And last question. Is there always a convenience fee or is this just a temporary thing?
The convenience fee actually covers your VAT plus certain payment charges. So it's actually not too heavy. So it's your VAT is 12, so convenience fee is 15. So covered in. Covers all the cost and government things that we have to do.
Good afternoon. This payment method, does this apply to software apps that can be bought for the Mac?
Yeah, as long as you use your Apple ID, even for the Mac Store, you can charge all your purchases to your mobile number.
Is there a
Yes, if you're using a postpaid account, subject to your credit limit, so it depends on the plan that you have.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
yeah, in Edson. I'd just like to ask, normally kasi when I buy from iTunes, I would ask my sister to buy it from me in the States because there are things that I cannot buy. So is there any limitations to what I can buy from movies to music to anything?
Yeah, you can only use the card number that Smart is providing for the Philippine App Store and Philippine iTunes. So if you're using a US account, then that's not allowed.
But is there anything that I cannot buy with my Philippine account on iTunes?
Anything that's available to you as a Philippine Apple ID user, you can buy.
Okay,
so that's movies, books, magazines, and apps.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. More questions, please. Oh, okay.
Hi, Carlos Sampson from Uno Magazine. Just a question on the refund. When you apply for a refund from iTunes for a fraudulent thing, do you also get the 15% that's tacked on? You get that back from the government?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Thank you.
Yes, any more questions, please? O nasagot na ba? Okay na? JM, tatanong ka.
Sino pong ka-date sa Valentine's?
Ako may sing-sing. Si Anthony, kasama rin yan pero walang sing-sing.
Ikaw talaga, boy, naglag ka na rin. Any more questions, please? Okay, if there are no more questions, thank you very much for your interest and your time.
Thank you.